football on EA Sports. Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Houston Texans. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return.
Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his fourth year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Deshaun Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team. Now he's looking forward to taking the next step and beating Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs and getting the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Sliding out of the pocket. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On second down, Johnson. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. Touchdown, Houston.
Let's go.
David Johnson, 52 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10.
Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran former #1 pick back in 2009.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nate Orchard. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
No yardage.
Okay.
On fourth down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll throw from the gun. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. And finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Houston.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
On the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through, No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 22, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Yard line, 2nd and 11. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
On the keeper.
14 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson and his touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Let's go. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing again is Stafford. Pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Oh, the ball is in. Watson lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Alone to the right is Jones. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And that one makes it 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was David Johnson who had a solid first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. To return, here's Agnew. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The pass complete. This one to Danny Amendola. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Amendola, a gain of 9, brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the 50 at Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford, it's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. To the air again, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Galladay. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Stafford looks to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Pass intended for Danny Amendola. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Texans 14, Lions 10.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines. inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Here's Carter now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Throwing again is Watson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Watson on 1st down. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Here's Johnson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Good carry and pickup for a 1st down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans would be happy to see that guy all year long.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
The ball carrier.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running from the gun, Johnson.
David
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Watson. He'll buy and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it's 21-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Stafford and the Lions now down 21-10, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, Stafford. From left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And incomplete.
Stafford's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
48-yard line.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Stafford throwing complete there to Amendola. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag?
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing again at Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Again, it's Stafford. Zone says the field judge, it's ruled incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Stafford. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.